Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tech for Senior. Today we're diving into a question I get asked all the time. What's the difference between a digital wallet and a Bitcoin wallet? Both use the word wallet, but they do very different things. Mixing them up could cost you money, or worse, lock you out of your own funds. So let's clear up the confusion. Stick with me for the next 15 minutes, and by the end, you'll know exactly which wallet does what and why it matters. So what is a digital wallet? Well, a digital wallet is simply a secure app on your phone or watch that holds digital versions of your credit cards, debit cards, IDs, loyalty cards, transit passes, and even boarding passes. And examples of digital wallets would be the Google Wallet, the Apple Wallet, Samsung Pay, or PayPal. When you tap your phone to pay for groceries, that's your digital wallet at work. It doesn't actually hold your money, it just connects you to your bank or credit card company. Now, what about security? Well, it's very strong. All transactions are protected with encryption, tokenization, biometrics, and even passkeys. And if you lose your phone, no problem. Your bank can reissue cards and you can restore the wallet on a new device. Digital wallets are all about convenience. One tap to pay, one swipe to board an airplane, or one scan for loyalty points. Now let's switch to the Bitcoin wallet. A Bitcoin wallet is very different. It doesn't hold debit cards or plane tickets. Instead, it stores the private keys you need to access your cryptocurrency, things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, or other digital assets. Without Bitcoin wallet, you can't send, receive, or hold crypto. Now, there are two main kinds of wallets. There's hot wallets, which are apps on your phone or computer always connected to the internet. And there's cold wallets, which are hard drive devices kept offline for maximum security. Here's the key. The wallet doesn't actually hold the coins. The coins live on the blockchain. Your wallet only holds the keys that prove that you own them. And here's the scary part. If you lose your private key, there's no reset password button, no bank to call. Your Bitcoin is gone forever. So while Bitcoin wallets give you freedom and control, they also come with serious responsibility. All right, so let's line these up side by side. What they hold? Well, digital wallets hold your bank cards and IDs. Bitcoin wallets hold your private keys. Who manages it? Digital wallets are managed by banks, credit card companies, or big tech. Bitcoin wallets are managed by you. Security and recovery. Lose access to your digital wallet? No problem. Just call your bank and you can sort that out. Lose access to your Bitcoin wallet? Well, it's game over. Could lose a lot of money. Regulation. Well, digital wallets are heavily regulated by governments and financial institutions. Bitcoin wallets, decentralized with rules that vary by country. Use cases. Well, digital wallets are used for buying coffee at Starbucks. Bitcoin wallets, you can send money across the world investing in crypto and avoiding intermediaries. So let's clear up some of the few common myths. First, some people think that Bitcoin wallets actually hold coins. Well, they don't. They just hold your keys. The coins never leave the blockchain. So it's just really a pointer to an existing account that you have called blockchain. Second, some assume that a digital wallet can also hold Bitcoin. Well, this is not usually the case. They're designed for banks and credit cards, so the two are quite different. That said, some apps are starting to blur the lines, such as PayPal, for example, lets you hold both regular money and a bit of crypto in the same app. So that's where some of these are getting combined. But remember, the core difference is who controls it. So remember,
your bank controls your digital wallet, but you control your crypto wallet.
the core difference is who controls it. And with digital wallets, it's your bank that controls it. But with Bitcoin wallets, you're in control. So let's look at two real-world scenarios. The first is with a digital wallet. You're at a grocery store. You tap your Pixel phone on the terminal, and it instantly charges your credit card, and that's done. Now let's use a scenario that you might use your Bitcoin wallet for. You want to send Bitcoin to a friend in Europe. You open your wallet app, scan their QR code, hit send, and with minutes they receive it. No banks involved. Same word, wallet, but a totally different experience. So let's wrap this up. A digital wallet is all about convenience and security for everyday life. A Bitcoin wallet is all about ownership and responsibility in the crypto world. One buys you a coffee, the other would buy you a house. Both are powerful tools, but mixing them up could be very costly. Well, I'd like to start to wrap it up today, but before we do that, I'd sure appreciate that like and subscribe, particularly the subscribe. We're really working on trying to get our numbers up, and that helps us create more videos like this. All right, let's do a short quiz before we all race off and see how we did. All right, so the question number one I want to ask you, which of the wallets holds your credit cards and ID for everyday purchases? Now, is it A, Bitcoin wallet, B, digital wallet, or C, cold wallet? I'll give you a minute to think about that, and then we'll go on with the answer. All right, let's talk a little bit about the answer. Well, of course, the answer is B, digital wallet. Bitcoin wallet would be something that you'd be using not for everyday purchases, and that would be something where you'd be sending larger amounts of money. And of course, the C option is cold wallet, which of course is a crypto wallet, and that is the physical device that you would hold, and you would store the your private key in that device. It's not an app on your phone. You'd have to plug that device in, and we call that a cold wallet. All right, question number two. Where do your actual Bitcoins live? And do they live A, inside your Bitcoin wallet, B, on the blockchain, or C, on your phone? Okay, what's the answer? Give you a minute to think about that. Okay, the answer, of course, is B again. It is, let's go over the answers. Where do your Bitcoins live? Well, you don't actually hold your Bitcoins. It is simply a pointer or private key to your little part of that long blockchain, which is could be Bitcoin or different digital currencies. So it is. So the answer is B. Even though you might have an app on your phone for your crypto, it could be a crypto wallet on your phone as an app. It's still just a pointer that's pointing to your little part of that blockchain. All right, let's look at question 3. Which wallet is best for storing large amount of cryptocurrency long term? Well, is it a digital wallet? Is it a Bitcoin hot wallet? Or is it a Bitcoin cold wallet? I'll give you a minute to think about that. All right, well, let's talk about the answer, of course, is C, a Bitcoin cold wallet. You wouldn't be holding, of course, your cryptocurrency in a digital wallet. A digital wallet would be something like Google Pay, Samsung Pay, or of course the Apple Pay. Would it be B, Bitcoin hot wallet? Well, a Bitcoin hot wallet, as we said, is an app on your phone. And of course, this is always a security issue. If you have security problems on your phone, you could be compromised. And remember, you're responsible for your crypto key. If you lose that key, you've lost your money. And that can be, we had a case here last in Comox, British Columbia. I had no idea. Someone in town lost $180,000 in cryptocurrency. I didn't think people invested that much in cryptocurrency where I live, but they did. So you'd store it in C, a Bitcoin cold wallet, which is a physical device which is unattached to the internet or your phone or your computer. You have to actually plug it in to actually make the transaction. That is the most secure. Okay, hopefully you got 3 out of 3. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you use a digital wallet? Do you have a Bitcoin wallet? Or maybe both? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who might be confused about digital wallets and crypto. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Tech for Senior.